Okay, making this a quickie. Let's see. Oh yeah. So now I'm working on 4 trades, not on 5. I got rid of the ES futures version because I was explained in the earlier video that it's too unpredictable and basically too hard to get good fills because you can't really put the orders in as spreads. So so I'm going to leave that alone. So I'll just go. I'll start from the beginning really quick. I mean the end really quick, just to get it out of the way. Just to review real fast, the bearish trade we already know from previous videos made 150. I didn't even try to see what I could have done had I stayed in there. Maybe I should have, but okay. So maybe I'll look at that for the next video. The iron diagonal we made 413. You can see right now we'd be at 435, 448. I said that I would put on a new position at 3150. I mean, a new position. I mean, that would be the hedge. So, you know, right now it's a little better had I stayed in, but you know, my feeling generally is that when I'm doing these trades for a while, when you make this kind of money, 300-400 bucks, pretty quickly, I would just get out over and over. But probably a good practice would be once you do that to play it out in simulation to see how it would have worked out. You'll just get more information. So that's what I'm doing. And maybe I'm gonna learn that I'm getting out too early and it's not that difficult to make more money on the trade. My feeling is that's not going to be true. Like my feeling is once you get over here, you're just looking to get out because you're gonna have plenty of times when you make $300, $400, $500, and if the times where you in quote lose, you basically break even over here. You know, by doing this thing, you know what? Right now, you're making money, but if it happens on the first day, you'll be breaking even, and then you're golden. You know, like when wins are 300 or 400 bucks and losses are pretty much zero, you're doing great. So that's the plan for this, but I don't know that for sure, so I'm going to play it out. Again, I'm going to take the early profit for a while, and then play the rest of it out in simulation to see what I can do. Okay, so that's that. So the bear, and maybe the bearish, I should be doing that too. So I'm going to go back and look at that. I didn't really think of that. I should do that. But the core and the bull are in loss, not a crazy amount or anything. The core got thrashed last night. Well, let's start with the bull because the bull's easy. Nothing's happening. So I put the bullish one on, and it has to go to 3150 to activate the first hedge. And you know, it's a balancing act, right? So our balancing act, a give and take. The reason I had these 3 trades on, these 3 versions of the same trade, is because when you get less credit, you also want to have fewer whipsaws, and so you put the thing farther out. And less credit gives you better odds of never having to put a hedge on in the first place. So far, that's been true. Even though we had some pretty good run-ups, still haven't touched it. 3150. So if it doesn't hit 3150, we're just gonna make. You can see right here, we're gonna make 250 minimum. 200, whatever, maximum 450 or something. If it doesn't ever go to, and minimum, I guess minimum is really like 150 if it stays just below 3150, and probably it's going to be a little worse because of volatility drop, but we should still make something. So that's the plan for that. And I've been looking at this here and thinking of and I'm gonna maybe just look at what would have happened at the end of doing one more of these. So like if I put this on 2, 1, and 1, this is what it would have been like had I gotten into 633 at the beginning of the trade. So it would have been like that. It'll be interesting to see, and you see it. So it'll be interesting to see at the end of the trade when the volatility really drops, because you can just go back. You can go at the end of the trade and see how much the volatility coming down really would have hurt you. So, or if the credit I mean, the peak is enough to make a difference. So look at it like that, or just even doubling up, looking at like that, and seeing if this would keep you at if this volatility wouldn't get all the way crushed. But again, that wasn't the trade I put on. I'm just going to analyze it that way at the end. This is the trade I put on. This is the standard pattern that I'm using. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen. So anyway, so on this trade, if I don't hit 31.50, I'm going to make something. And if I do hit 31.50, then it's going to go, then around here, I'm going to have to put on a second one of these, because you can see if it keeps running, it won't be enough. Both of these lines are below, so I have to get this line, this pink line, basically above. You basically have to get the pink line above the profit, above the zero, before this comes down. So, I don't know what that will be at the time. You can't really do it ahead of time. You can guess, but because of how much time has passed, that matters. If it's toward the end, it's going to be, this line's going to, it's going to be better. And so if it's earlier, anyway, you have to wait. But you can guess. Like, so if it were to happen really fast today, 31.70 is more than you need. So I probably wouldn't have to do 31.70. So if I do get the 31.50, maybe I'm finding usually 30 points is pretty good. So 31.80, even that seems like it might overkill, whatever. So 31.90 possibly, but I don't know. So what I'm going to do is just, if I do get into 31.50, then I'll reassess at that time. There's a good chance I won't. So, okay. So that's that. So right now it looks like this, and I'm here, $88 down. It's fine. So this one's a little worse off. There. Okay, but it's okay. So what happened? Actually, I got thrashed yesterday. This is an unusual one, but this trade's pretty resilient. So, and it kind of shows you the whipsawing what I'm talking about. So again, remember, this black line is separate. These are real trades, and this black line separate. And this is what I really got in. This is actual trades, and these are actual trades. And these down here, when I say actual trades, I should make it clear. Like this are actual trades that I did in a different account, and I just put in the exact numbers here. These are actual trades that I did in the Tradier account. So when I say they're actual, everything that you're looking at is simulated in this account, in this particular Thinkorswim. But I'm doing real money in other accounts. So these are actual fills, and these are actual fills. So it's not speculative, but it's easier to track it. I just use this. I use another account or another Thinkorswim window just to make sure that I can put it all together. Okay, so what happened? Here, look what happened. So last night, 31.20. It went up, boom, banged it right there at 7.12. Went up here, and then so it's 31.20, and as soon as you put the trade on, like I showed in the other video, when it hits 31.20 or whatever number you select, you can put in that being filled triggers the stop order to get out. And it's not called a stop order; it's a market order in the other direction. You could use the stop order functionality. I don't use that because the ES futures didn't have, options don't have it, and so I'm just used to doing it this way. We could, maybe if we wanted to look at how to do that, we could. I don't know if it's any better anyway. This works fine. So it goes up. It went up there, and then I said, hey, if it hits 31.10, market order exit. And so because look how crazy fast it was moving, I actually got filled at 31.07. So it shows you how fast. But that's what's good about it. That's why I do it that way. If you do it a limit order, you might miss it, and you could take a big bath. So you take a market order just and took the 3-point hit, but it's better that way. And that hardly ever happens. Almost always you actually get the price you want, or it's a quarter off or something. So, okay. So, went up here, hit that. 31, like I said, 31.20 got it. And then just was going up, and then I messed on the tennis court. And then it went boom and knocked me out. And then I'm glad I don't put in, I only put the orders in pairs. So what I mean is that I don't put the get into a new long without there being a companion stop, because if the market crashes like this, I would rather much suffer this whatever loss I'm going to have by an upward move. You can always roll it out or do something, but this you could take an unlimited bath. So I'm just not going to do that. So I don't want to suffer. I don't want to be in for a crashing market. So that's why I did that, and it works fine. So anyway, so when I had an order before it hit 31.20 here, I already had an order in saying if it reaches 31.20, get in at 31.20, and when that happens, put it a stop at 31.10. So that's what happened. So this went on, boom, 31.20, no order, no positions, boom, 31.20 filled, and then it came back down, it hit 31.10 really fast. So I actually got filled at 31.07, and then when I got and then I put the next set of orders on, and normally it's hours away, but this time I put the next set of orders on for the same thing, 31.20, 31.10. And I thought it wasn't going to fill. It was just falling and falling and falling. And I thought, okay, it'll fall till the morning, and I'll just make my money, and that'll be that. But no, it unexpectedly turned back around, and it just barely hit 31. Look up here, let's see, it said 31.2075. Had it not hit that, I mean, and I do it by the bid, so it literally was 25. It was one tick too far. If it had gone like one tick less or two ticks less, I wouldn't have even gotten to that trade. So it hit that, and then I got knocked out. Boom. Like, oh, fuck. So I did it again. I mean, that's the plan. That's the system here. It's not going to keep happening, but, you could pick different strikes. You don't have to keep. You could say, well, you know what? I want to do 31.25 just to make sure that it's not in a range. So you could do that too, and maybe I should. But anyway, I don't. I did it. I just stuck with the plan, and then then it did this again. Not in any positions. That's fine. If it falls, you're gonna make money, and then it boom back up to 31.20. So got in again, and that's where we are right now. So first, it was 31. These are the fills. So you could see the 31.07, and then that one was, that's normally how it fills. It usually fills like within 3 ticks of either side of what you're trying to get into. Normally, worse, of course, because if you want 31.20, you'll usually get higher. It happened every once in a while that I got 31.1975 or something, because you got a lucky break or something. But normally it's 1 or 2 ticks higher, sometimes 3, whatever. So in this case, it was right on it. It was only 1 higher. Then I got knocked out, 1 tick worse. Then I got in, and that one was a good one. I got in right at it. So you can see. So these are all the whipsaws. I got one. Oh, wait a second. Right? No. I'm sorry. This is. Is that right? Is that right? Oh shit. That I was correct. Yeah, that's right. That's where I am. 131 to everything is exactly like it shows here. The only thing next is what's gonna happen? Am I gonna hit? I'm gonna hit 31.10, and again, it's when it fills, it's gonna be 31.0975 or something, or 31.0950. But if that happens, or it's gonna be 31.50, and if that fills, it'll be 31.50.25 or whatever. But I just put them in even, and then I adjust it as I get filled. Okay, so I'm here, and you can see there's not a lot of. I don't love this here. Like, I wish it was a little bit higher. So But I'm not really actually even trying to make money in this trade. I'll probably just get out at break even because I've made money in the other trades. So, and that's kind of the whole idea of this is that, if you put in these 4 trades every week and, once you get up to 2 or 3, as long if the other ones are cooperating and they're staying in the range, play them out. But if they start to get a little dicey, just exit at break even or small loss is a lot easier and made money for the week and you just move on. So, but anyway, so what's left for this trade is I get out here at 31.10. Like I guess I put it on here, right? MES, same thing, but okay. Okay, so either I get out at 31.10. It's at negative 245 right now. At 31.10, it's going to be basically the same price. I mean, basically, it's going to be a few dollars worse, and then I'll do this, and then hopefully it'll fall, or it's going to from here. It's not going to hit 31.10. It's going to hit 31.50, and once it hits that, I'll be looking just to get out as soon as I'm at close to zero. I mean, I could, if it keeps running, I could do it, but I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking to get out. It hits close to zero because I made money in the other trades. Funny thing is, this is the actual only one I'm trading for real. The other ones aren't real money, but whatever. The whole point of this is getting the system down. Probably next week I'll do the bearish one as my real one, and these. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pick one every week to do as my real one until I get it. Until I'm confident that I can do them all, and then I'll do them all. Okay, so I know I'm talking a long time. Okay, so recap, bullish, nothing to do until it hits 31.50. Bearish, got out on Monday, made the money, but I'm going to go back and look at what would have happened had I played it out. Iron, got out on Monday, got out on Monday, made the money, and I am playing this out. So right now it's better. So that's that. And back to the core. I'm waiting to see if it hits. I got thrashed in a way that you don't usually, but it's going to happen sometimes. And I'm waiting to see if I go to only 3 alternatives: 31.50. I put on another one, 31.10. I get out. Doesn't reach either one for a couple, which doesn't seem likely, but for the next 2 or 3 days, and then this will be back to zero. This will be in profit, and I'm not even looking to make money on this one at this point. I mean, I've already made money on 2. I might make money on this third one, and this one I'll just break even on. If I even can, if I could even take a small loss on both the core and the bull, that are a lot less than the other ones, that'd be fine. I mean, the whole point is doing this week in and week out. And that's why the ES futures was not really working out. Okay, I talked a lot. Sorry.